Amarachi here. You already know who I am, the Love Doctor, but today I have a special treat for you guys. I'm going to be talking to beautiful single ladies to my left and right. And, maybe give you a chance to shoot your shot. But first, we need to talk about some of the things that can make it a knot instead of a hot. Did that make any sense?
I don't know.
What's wrong with it?
Okay, so I have a question. Okay, so if you want to date, obviously right now with the mask on, in case it's a mask off, would you rather bad breath or bad body odor? Ooh. Because sometimes people don't know that they're giving off fumes that aren't pleasant to the nostrils. What would you rather? You first, Michelle.
I don't know if this is legal for me to do, but I'm gonna put an X on both of those.
Right.
If I smell anything, the date's over, basically.
Right.
So,
What about you, Tracey?
I would say probably bad breath because at least I can give you a mint and we can cover it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But bad body odor,
Wait.
come on, son.
can I argue that? Because there's types of bad breath.
Okay, right.
Is it bad
There's
breath?
rotten teeth, bad breath. There's garlic eating,
Bad breath. Or you just haven't talked for a minute,
sure.
bad breath. There's all
So, I
types.
mean,
There's different degrees.
yeah, there's different degrees. If it's like, hey, I just had some garlic,
You can
but we'll work with it.
Yeah.
But if it's like, hey, this is the type of smell that comes out of my mouth all the time, that's problematic.
Yeah.
I believe that. I'm a stickler about mouth hygiene because I try to, make sure that it's always kept because when you're talking to somebody, you want to make sure that you can be like, oh, hey, yeah, how are you? Like, you don't want to be like, yeah, because I'll be out here. You don't want to
You don't want that,
and then guys, they X women out for that automatically. I mean, not only just nails or feet or whatever. Breath and odor is a really big deal.
Well, I feel like body odor is worse than your
Well,
Men,
know.
a lot of men have.
You think?
A lot of men have natural body odor after a long day or
Yeah.
after not showering for a while that day.
But here's the thing though, because when it's your mouth is a very intimate part of your body, right?
I know.
It's a very intimate part with you and another person. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like to go in on the first date. Should I go in for the kiss? But if you go in with hot breath, you're not going anywhere, right? But back home. So,
Right.
I mean, that's what I think about when I think about breath is what I want
So
to
you'd rather
in
be with a
safe distance
smelly
of the-
person,
Yeah.
outside?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You'd rather be with someone that just smells walking by.
No.
At least with someone with bad breath, you won't know till he opens his mouth.
Some people have really strong,
Whole car is foamed up. You'd be like, Lord.
even if you talk, it just.
I'm glad I've never experienced that type of person.
I have a sensitive nose apparently, but I actually X'd out both breath and body odor. So
If I could, I would. I don't want to smell that.
Any nasty fumes. I feel that. I hear that. You can get closer to people now because there's internet and Zoom and FaceTime, and there's a lot more time to be on your phone and text and get to know that person, even if it's phone conversations, rather than, oh, let's link up, let's hug, oh, pull up, because we're not pulling
Yes
up right
and
now.
no, honestly.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I feel like it depends on the person. Because there's some people out here that would take this time to get to know you, plan cute dates, try to go out of the box to try to get to know the person. But I feel like there's also those other people that are like, oh, so now I can sneak and go into their house. Oh, that's real intimate time. What's up, Shawty? What you doing? Can I pull up? No, you can't.
I mean, there has been an increase in, DMs.
Yes.
A number of slides, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
But, it does give the opportunity to talk and make conversation, before you actually meet the person.
Yes.
So there's plus and minus.
So, okay, Michelle, back to you and the DM story. Hottie. So you've been having an increase in DMs, you feel like during this Corona COVID season?
Yeah, well, increase in DMs, but also, people are always putting thirst traps up. So, if you post a nice picture, whether it's intentional thirst trap or not, you're going to get some DMs, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of men these days feel more confident in the DM versus, you know, walking up to you and you know, telling you what's up or asking you, you know, what's new. So.
But do you respond to DMs? Like, do you feel like DMs are a good way to get to know each other? I've seen a lot of love stories where people met in the DM, went out, the relationship flourished, and now they're together. You know what I mean? I feel like DMs are like kind of thirsty when you're trying to date. Like, don't just DM, oh, what's up, shorty? You looking good? Okay.
Yeah, it depends on how they come off.
It depends on how they come off.
Because you can read off the bat if they're actually trying to get to know you or if they just in there to do other stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think it's also what you're looking for too. Like, how old are you? So I'm in my 30s, right?
Okay.
What am I looking for? Am I looking for something serious or am I looking for something fun, right? So if you're looking for something fun, sure, someone's gonna go, oh, you're looking good in that picture. You might, you know, play on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Versus someone like me who's like, thank you, end of story, right? Yeah. They'll drop a message, oh, you looking good, shorty? Thank you, end of story.
So you don't respond? You're like, oh, okay, thank you, look kind of good too.
It depends. Maybe it's somebody I knew but I hadn't spoken to in, 15 years and they just decided to drop me a message. No, I may not respond.
Right.
You know?
Where you been?
Exactly. You just came out of somewhere. But, if you are looking for something, sure, all things, how's it going? What are you doing? You tease that out a bit. So, to me, it all depends on what you're looking for.
Right.
Exactly.
But we can't meet up right now, can we? I mean, are you guys meeting up with it even? Okay, so even we go DM, okay, oh, can I get your number? Okay, yeah. So then what?
I'm not meeting up with someone that just slid in my DMs. Especially Corona time. Like, I don't know what you've been doing. I ain't trying to get one.
Point number 2, I'm not meeting up with strangers.
So DM is pointless then.
Honestly, it depends because I know there's some people who have been trying to shoot their shot at me and all that stuff, but now they're being more confident because that's the only way they can really communicate now because they're not meeting face to face. But still, I don't give them the time of day because they weren't on shit before Corona and they still aren't now. So it's
okay, so after we get over the DM thing, all right, so let's say, all right, we're gonna give an example. We get a DM, ooh, fine, A boy, we're excited. At what point do we take it to the next level? Like, yo, I want to get this man my number. I want to start chatting. Where's the next level? And how do you go from there?
I feel like, for me, I have to feel comfortable with you.
Okay.
Because people are always coming on some BS. So I feel
can
like
that
we have to
comfort
have
be established in the DM?
I feel like we can have a good conversation if you're actually trying every day to hit me up and see how I'm doing, knowing what I'm doing, trying to get to know me. Then I might be like, okay, he might be a little serious. I might give him a chance.
City girl said, if you ain't got no money, then it's no, brother.
I wasn't talking about money. I'm talking about real conversation. Is he a good person? Is he about? We can talk money.
Right. They thirsty out here, though.
I will say, though, that in every part of our social experience, first impressions mean everything.
Yes.
So that's a downside and an upside to using the internet or social media, dating or slipping into someone's DM. Of course, they're gonna check your photo. They're gonna check your pictures if they're not privated, right? And how do you come off to the person? Like, what's your first line?
Yeah.
That's gonna say, hey, I'm gonna, continue talking to this person or I'm not.
Yeah.
Like someone like me, if you're like, hey, mommy, what's up? It's a wrap. Like,
right, so the approach.
Yeah,
of course. It's always about the approach.
Okay,
Even in person, when you approach someone, what do you want? What are you about? What's up, girl? That's not for me, but that's for someone else.
I was going to say, because it could really have good intentions.
Exactly.
But because he said, what's up, mommy? You don't like that lingo. You're like, no, he's not for me.
Exactly. So for me, the person would obviously have to know a little bit about me before approaching to actually get it right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Or, they may get it right just because of who they are and that works for me.
Yeah. So we have talked about getting to the next level. So now, all right, me and John, we on the next level. Now I want to know what is going to put you and John to a halt. What are the turnoffs? I mean, I know being cheap is one of them. For me, if you cheap, I'm straight. I can't stand no cheap dude. Like, woo! But everybody has different turnoffs. Some people don't mind, someone that doesn't spend as much, but
I don't mind someone who's frugal, except when it comes to me.
that's pretty selfish.
I mean, you can be cheap in every other area, but if I want something, we about to buy it. But turnoffs, I got more than you. Don't worry.
Okay. No, right?
So
the list goes on.
For me, since I'm looking for something more serious, a turn on for me is someone with no plan or direction, right? Or no purpose, or doing something that's kind of just random to be. Like I like someone who knows where they're going and knows what they're trying to do, or is already doing it.
Yes.
And it makes sense.
So goal-oriented.
Goal-oriented, because I'm that type of person.
Yes.
So it would be hard to work with someone who's not, and always feel like, hey, do I have to drag you along, or are you going to get to that, or what do you want to do, you know? So that's something that is really...
Guys, pay attention.
Period.
You and Rico have moved on from the DM to now dating or, planning some type of future.
I had an awful date and I had to cut this person off.
I want to hear all the tea.
Wow.
So that kind of really showed me what I don't want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this
what
guy,
were some of those things?
he really talked a big talk, made it seem like he's really about something that he's not. And then when we met up, it was a totally different situation. And off that, everything he did just didn't seem sincere, didn't seem real. So I don't have time to be around somebody that doesn't either know themselves or know how to be like a real ass person and genuine and stuff like that. And he also tried to make me spend my own money on a date after saying, oh, I'm gonna take you here, I'm gonna take you there. And then you wanna go half on something?
A flexing.
And I'm just like, don't talk something if you're not that. Like, I'm okay if we just go to the park and just hang out. Like, I don't care. I'm trying to get to know you. I don't care what you're about to give me off that. 100%.
I think guys should pay for the first 5 dates. Okay, maybe the first 3. But you paying for the first ones.
Well,
yeah,
you're
Like, I'm not going half in the beginning. Like, I can take you out if I call you, hey, yo, let me take you somewhere. It's your birthday or we're doing something. But I'm not paying in the beginning.
I think part of the new generation is whoever asks should be willing to pay. Like and ladies are forward. If some ladies are forward and ask guys out on dates. So if you do that, just be willing to pay or go half at least.
Yes.
That's what I think. But if a gentleman asks you, I'm not even lifting a finger to touch your purse.
Yeah. I looked at him. We looked at the person. I looked at him again. I looked at the person.
Looked at the waiter.
And I was like,
So what we about to do?
Out.
They handed me the check. I slid it to him.
right. I don't want that again, please.
Well, I just wanted to, kind of give the audience and some of my guy followers and listeners and viewers a perspective from beautiful young ladies. Because, some guys, they act like they're macho, but they're sensitive inside. And they don't understand why, when they're going for these ladies that they like and they're such good guys, they think they're really good, that you guys just don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah.
They won't know that maybe your breath stinks. Maybe you too cheap. Maybe you're not trying to do nothing with your life. Maybe you're a procrastinator. You gotta know. So, any last comments to the world of dating?
For guys, be real, be yourself. Don't try to be out here with what you see on social media. Half the girls out here don't even care about half of that. Just come to us real and just be serious. Don't be about getting the punani all the time. Like, relax. Okay? Yes. Relax. There's more to life than that, okay?
I would say
Thank you.
Thank you, Tracey.
I'm just saying. That's all especially my generation. Like, they don't even try to go out there to really get to know people, and that's the issue. Especially here in LA, they're trying to taste every color of the rainbow, and they just not serious.
Don't worry.
Yeah. I know.
I say, look, for anybody, this is your number one getter, okay? Confidence. Not arrogance, confidence. And if you have your stuff together and you have confidence, you can go really far. You can probably snag people you never thought you could snag. All right? Because it's not, at the end of the day, it's not always about looks. People will settle for someone who is a little bit more average than they normally would, because the person is so confident in who they are and their identity and what they're doing. So I think ultimately you got to be confident. You got to have your package together. You'll blow the world away.
So I'm going to ask, how important on a scale from 1 to 10 are looks? Aesthetic, how far will that get you? Is that a big deal? 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it about an 8.
Looks have to be an 8?
Yeah.
Looks have to be an 8. It can't be a 10. Like, if I would settle for some person who I mean, that sounds really, really bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't in my opinion, right? My opinion, that's just one opinion, not the world. Wasn't an 8. There'd have to be some really other significant characteristics about that person for me to pursue that, you know, or continue in that direction. But you know, yeah, or you know, an 8 dressing up. I take that.
Right. Because guys, even girls, you know, sometimes without y'all makeup on, y'all looking a whole different way. Yeah. You look like a 9, but you really a even 5. You know what I mean? So guys can get bamboozled too.
Wow, 4 points.
I mean, for me personally, I'd say a 7 or 8 too, honestly, because for me, if I don't find you attractive, you're gonna know. Like, I'm gonna be there looking at you like,
You gonna feel it in
you
the
done?
body.
But for me, I have to be attracted to that person to honestly really give them a real chance.
Right.
But there are some people, their personality takes over and you're just like, oh, you're kind of cute now. Like,
Oh yeah. You know, I think that happens more times than we think. If we look at even if we look at relationships around us, celebrity relationships, sometimes one of the partners is not really up to par aesthetically.
Right.
But you know they have something else going for them.
Exactly.
That
makes
makes
them
them
attractive.
Yeah, or you talk to a person, you see from a distance, you're like, ooh. And then you start talking, and you're like, oh, all right.
He's amazing.
And it goes the same way the other way. Like, they could be attractive, start talking, and you're like, never mind.
Yeah.
An empty vessel.
Right.
No.
Exactly. Great way to.
Well, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into the life of beautiful young women looking to be in a serious movement at some point. Serious relationship movement. That don't even make no sense, right? But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys have listened up and taken heed to what these ladies were saying, because it's not just for them two, it actually goes across the board for many other ladies looking to move forward. So, Tracey, Michelle, thank you so much for stopping by Ask Amarachi, and hope to see you guys soon.